Have you ever wondered what it truly means to have faith? To trust in a promise so big, so life-changing that it seems almost impossible? Today, let's journey back in time to the ancient city of Ur, to uncover the story of a man whose faith would echo through millennia, Abraham. Our story begins in a bustling Mesopotamian city, a place of towering ziggurats and thriving trade. Here lived a man named Abram with his wife, Sarai. They were comfortable, surrounded by family and tradition. But one day, Abram heard a voice, a call from God that would alter the course of his life forever. God said, "Go from your country, your people, and your father's household to the land I will show you." Imagine leaving everything you've ever known, your home, your safety, your entire way of life based on a promise. God promised to make Abram into a great nation, to bless him and make his name great. And what did Abram do? He packed up his belongings, gathered his wife Sarai and his nephew Lot, and set out on a journey into the unknown, guided only by faith. They traveled for miles and miles through deserts and foreign lands, finally arriving in Canaan, the land God had promised him. Here, God appeared to Abram again, saying, "To your offspring I will give this land." There was just one problem. Abram and Sarai were getting old, and they had no children, a great nation. It seemed impossible. How could a childless old man become the father of multitudes? Years passed. The promise seemed to linger, unfulfilled. Doubt began to creep in. Sarai, in her desperation, suggested that Abram have a child with her Egyptian maidservant, Hagar. This led to the birth of Ishmael. But this was not the child of the promise. It was a solution born of human doubt, not divine faith. And it brought strife and heartache into their home. Yet God's patience is greater than our doubt. When Abram was 99 years old, God appeared to him again. He reaffirmed his covenant, his unbreakable promise. He changed Abram's name to Abraham, meaning father of many nations, and Sarai's to Sarah, meaning princess. And then he made the most incredible declaration of all. "I will surely return to you about this time next year, and Sarah your wife will have a son." Sarah, who was listening from the tent, overheard this and laughed. A son? At her age? It was laughable. But God's response was gentle yet firm. Is anything too hard for the Lord? This question cuts to the very heart of Abraham's journey. It's a question for all of us. When faced with impossibility, do we trust in our own limitations or in God's limitless power? And just as God promised, 1 year later the impossible happened. Sarah gave birth to a son. They named him Isaac, which means "he laughs." A beautiful reminder of Sarah's initial disbelief turned into overwhelming joy. The promise, which had seemed so distant for so long, was finally beginning to unfold. Isaac was the miracle child, the beginning of the great nation God had promised. Abraham's story is more than just an ancient tale. It's a powerful testament to the nature of faith. It's not about a single leap into the dark, but a lifelong walk, filled with steps of obedience, long periods of waiting, moments of doubt, and the ultimate, joyful fulfillment of God's promises. It teaches us that even when we can't see the path ahead, even when the promise seems impossible, faith is trusting that God is leading the way and that His timing is always perfect. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Abraham's life. If this story resonated with you, be sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring the stories that shape our world.